Madden Bible Nation, Sgibs here for another exciting edition. It is not your den, it is not my den, but it is the Mad Den, aka Das Laser Show, the internet's most passionate show on John Madden Football 2011 EA Sports, baby. Continuing, kicking it off with a bang, the Philadelphia Eagles recommended offensive scheme, full scheme. Today we're going to be looking at the Houston playbook, looking at the goal line formation, single back tight doubles, I form close, strong close, and the trips bunch shotgun weak formation. And I really like this scheme for Vick's ability to really hit the deep ball, for him to run around, scramble a little bit, a lot of quick passes, a lot of crossing routes, really take advantage of the speed that the Eagles possess. But before we get to that, yesterday's question of the day was your favorite Thanksgiving moment, and I'm glad you guys sent all those in. But today's question of the day is, do you actually like using Mike Vick? I like using Vick, but Vick is a very fickle being on the fact that he's such a powerful weapon on offense, but he sometimes just gets me in bad habits. So, you know, it might be 3rd and 2. I'm not even thinking to try and pass. I might, you know, I'm going to throw out some routes out there, but I'm really solely looking just to scramble for some yards. And I know I'm not the only one out there that has fallen into this trap, because what Vick can do for you with his legs really a lot of times can get you in trouble in the passing game. You know, you kind of feel like, you know, you're out there, you're a superhero, you can get any play, anything done, and a lot of times maybe you're going to fumble when you run, or you might make a bad read and get sacked, or they might bring pressure. It's just, a lot of times Mike Vick can frustrate not only your opponent but yourself. So when you do play with Mike Vick, just remember, just remember in the back of your head, just remember that small little tics that they're saying, you know, think pass first, run Vick second. Now, if there was no auto drop back, I would say run first all day, but that's beside the point. It's not something you can really do. But Vick still, even though he has 91 speed, really isn't the superstar speed player that he once was. So he's still really not going to be able to outrun everybody. If he was 94 speed, then we're going to start talking that, you know, he's again back to the elite level. You can really try to find a real scheme. You gotta probably play with him because of how effective he is. It's kind of like the similarity with the Raiders. Gotta play with the Raiders, all that team speed on defense. But really, we're gonna take a look at the Vick scheme today and see if you guys can implement it, maybe a little bit of it into your scheme. If you guys want to try and get out of the pocket a little bit more, roll around with Vick, crossing around to deep routes to Jackson and Macklin. But we're gonna take a look at now the Houston playbook. Let's take a look at it, fellas. We'll do a little zoomy zoom. A little zoomy zoom on the TV. So here we are. Zoom on the TV. Do you like Mike Vick? Using him is the question of the day. So first and foremost, we're going to go in and we're going to show you our offensive audibles for the Houston playbook. Our audibles are the goal line counter weak, the I form close weak flood, strong close halfback off tackle, the single back tight doubles Texans cross, and the single back tight doubles Texan under. The play we're going to come out in is the shotgun trips bunch mesh post play. And the reason I like this play is just it gives us reads and lets us know if they're in man or zone right off the bat. It's also one of those plays I like to call a one or done play because it has quick reads all over the field, a lot of different options for you to hit. So off the get-go, I know it's man-to-man, so probably I want to look to my crossing routes to try and complete the pass. So as you can see, Jackson does complete it. First and foremost, what I wanted to explain left to right here, the guys we have in position are, we have McCoy split out wide left, we have Selleck at the tight end spot, we have Jackson over the middle, and then we have Macklin running the deep post, Harrison in the backfield, because this offensive scheme isn't too heavily focused on running the rock, and Harrison is a good running option regardless, but McCoy is a little bit better in the receiving, in the passing game. So we like to get McCoy out there with his great catching ability and some pretty lightning quick moves he's got out there. So that's left to right, and again, you're going to make your reads, find out who's open. You got the great mesh over the middle of the field in case if it's man-to-man. If they play zone, you have the ability to hit a lot of different options. I like the L1 route, even the post over the middle to Macklin. It's a great option. Just play itself can give a lot of people fits. It's one of my favorite plays in the game. It's just a lot of different options. if you're going to say the effectiveness of this play, it's probably closest to what you're going to see from the Falcon cross play, but might give you a little bit extra added protection by you can block the halfback in the backfield and really not lose the effectiveness of the play. But or you can block Selleck on the other side for protection on that side. It's just really a great play. It has the ability to really be a game changer and go up and make a play with Macklin there. So that's just our base play. A lot of different ways you can hit it. Let me just show you some other reads that we have from it. So if they're in the zone, you read zone. You maybe not want to have Macklin McCoy run that drag route. Maybe think about putting him on a streak in the seam. Macklin, smart route him. And now you just have a better overall zone option. You throw the ball to McCoy. And the reason we put him on a streak there is we're trying to have him pull the deep safety coverage deep and then let the post sit in right underneath it. As you can see, McCoy was pulling both safeties deep, and now the post was going to open up underneath, clearing that space for him. But as you can see, I also had the route over the middle open. The flat routes both were covered. But a lot of different flexibility with this play. We always talk about playing, against the zones. If you're playing a zone, what I like to call a 4 vertical passing scheme. My 4 vertical passing scheme would be as follows. I put McCoy on a slant left, I put Macklin on a slant right, Jackson on a streak, and then Harrison over there, what he's doing is he's running a wheel route, so that runs into a vertical route eventually. So we have a quick flat route just in case if they are playing cover 4. If they are running the cover 4, we can hit that flat route real easily underneath the coverage and pick up some much needed yards. But if they're in our basic cover 3 like so, the 4 vertical passing scheme will flood the defense deep, and you're going to be able to mark a completion, as you can see right there, to Harrison. They had a pretty good pass rush, but what happens is when you have only 3 defenders deep, and I'm sending 4, you have the ability to flood the defense deep. As you can see, I had that corner route that was open there as well. Over here, he wasn't open, but yeah, as you can see, you have a lot of different ways you can attack the defense. This literally is one of the closest to perfect plays that you're going to find in the game. Go over our first audible is the counter weak from this playbook. So as we can see here, motion over Selleck. Oh, motion over Selleck. Let's see. And sorry about that. So we'll go back into our play here. The mesh post. One thing I did want to mention is that when you audible down to the goal line, to motion snap, this guy can't be a tight end. It has to be a wide receiver. So you want to think about maybe moving Selleck and McCoy's spots just so you can motion over McCoy and you'll get the good lead blocking. But just to mimic that snap and go here, you'll get the counter weak going left. Harrison in the backfield running, pretty effective. The run audible down from this formation is the power O. So now you have a run audible to the right. So it's, again, it's just motion over, and snap, and then you can run right this time. So you're going to keep them off balance with the run left, run right. But what I really like about this play is the play action audible up with the 2 blue routes. Gives us the ability to run what I like to call as a modern day quarterback draw. So as you can see, the play action to Harrison brings him upfield to eventually block the A gap. What I like to do is hold up, like to streak the fullback and put Selleck on a slant over the middle. Now what I do is I'm going to hold up on the joystick and sprint at the same time. So as soon as Vick is done with the play action motion, I'm going to start taking off upfield. You just got to read your hole, find the hole, and then take off with Vick. At first glance you might think, well, really, is that effective of a play? But it is an effective way to scramble with Vick. You get the double blue routes for protection, and then once you can do that, just read where the hole is, and then just take off. And as you can see, Vick's speed really just burns the middle linebacker if they are playing a spy on him. So I'll show you that one more time. The effectiveness of that, we'll go to replay so you can see it. As you can see, Vick takes off, and that was against me. And now some of you might want to see it against zone. So here's a cover 3. And Jackson over there. Here's against the zone. And as you can see now, we still have the ability to scramble upfield. A little more space over the middle of the field. That's the running option that we have from that play. So from the passing option, I really like the passing option as well. Instead of I'd leave the halfback, the fullback who's Jackson on the flat route. I put Selleck on a streak, and then I'm going to put the deep halfback on a deep streak just to run downfield. Now I'm looking to look to the flat immediately. If the flat is there, take it all day. Just take the flat, take it all day. So you're going to feel comfortable with this formation and the fact that they're not going to really be able to get too much pressure on you because you have two blue routes running line of scrimmage. blocking first, then releasing. So you have a 7-man line, which is a very comfortable feeling if you are going to be running around under center. So here's that option there. He releases. What you like to do, though, is like to see if you can get that halfback downfield. So, for example, a lot of times, guys, what they're going to do is they're going to load up the box like so with a man-to-man look. So load up the box. They're going to try and stop the run because you are hitting them with it. Next thing you know, you have Vick here. Flat was open. Unfortunately, I didn't make the read like I was supposed to. I'll show you that one more time. And so now we're looking to hit the halfback deep here. Halfback deep, halfback deep. Can he get out of the clutter? Can he get out of the clutter? He's not going to get out of the clutter, but that's the idea, is you want to try and isolate the halfback one-on-one deep and look to hit him in deep down the field. Now, next play is the I-form close weak flood. So you're going to notice you're going to have Jackson run the most important route in this play. The auto blue route, we're going to leave that. Only adjustment we make to this is McCoy. Put McCoy on a deep streak. And we have the blue route for protection. Great crossing patterns. And I like to maybe slide protect left because that's where I'm going to be looking to roll. Slide protect left. See if I have any open routes. I had Macklin over the middle of the field. Is what I was. My initial read was there. So here we are again. Macklin, McCoy deep. Jackson rolling right. And now Jackson should get a step on his man. You can lob it up. And Asante Samuel made a nice play there. But this deep route is really a really great deep route. This is really what we want to take advantage of here. It's the route that we really like out of this play. We have great crossing patterns. We have a great deep route. That's what we're looking for. He got crossed up there. Vick's arm strength, just launch it downfield, as you can see, sprint on, catch it. And you're going to be able to complete that more times than not. It doesn't seem like it's there just because it's just such a ridiculous route. But that's what happens there, especially, they're gonna try and blitz. Sorry about that. Ran outside there. Now they're going to blitz. A lot of times you see something like this, but man-to-man bump and run. Audible down the weak flood. Now Jackson, he's going to free deep here, and this is what we wanted here. As you can see, Jackson, Vick overthrew him, but Jackson was wide open. That play right there is a very effective play. You're going to want to call upon that a lot just because it has the ability to hit him deep left with McCoy, hit him deep right with Jackson. The run audible down is a play we like to do. It's very similar to the strong close halfback dive. Just motion over, Macklin, follow your lead blockers, and look to pick up some effective yards up the middle. It's a very effective run. You just got to stick with it. Don't worry about that. You're giving a tell. You're showing that you are actually going to run the ball, but that's just, you just want to show that you're going to run the ball, make them respect it from this formation. Next thing you want to look at is the strong close off tackle. One of the better runs in the game. So here we have Macklin, motion him over. Just make your read where the hole is. If the hole's outside, go outside with it. The off tackle from this formation allows you, it's an outside run and it's an inside run. It's just wherever you find the hole in the defense is where you're going to run the ball. So literally I took that ball off tackle for an easy 5 yards. So just get used to running this play. It's really going to keep them honest. And of course you have the halfback dive, audible down. It is a dive weak, so you do have to flip the play right if you want to run up the middle. But then our next read here is the quick action play action. What I like to do is smart route the circle route, put both the tight end and McCoy on drag routes and block the halfback. And now what I'm going to do is look to roll right and hit Macklin deep. Now, defense had it covered there, but that's what you're looking to do. You're just looking to roll right, hit him deep, and see if you can get him for some deep yards there. Now, the next few plays, Texan under is a great play. Great crossing routes. I like to put Jackson on a streak, Selleck on a drag. You have a quick read to the flat. You have a quick read there. Great meshing pattern. It's a tight formation, compressed, so it's a really good formation there. Last play here I got to get in before I run out of time. One of my favorite plays in the game. Great deep route to Jackson. As you'll see, Jackson, this is just a great home run hitter. If I was able to pick that up, I would have gotten it off. I gotta hurry, we're gonna run out of time. So here we go. One more time. See if I can get it before the camera's about to not let me run anymore. As you can see, Jackson just can get downfield deep. Guys, Here's the scheme. Talk to you later.